Today I'll be tying the Mighty Midget Emerger. This is a fly from West Yellowstone and Blue Ribbon Flies many years ago. For the hook, I have a Tiemco. It's a 2488 in a size 20. I put it into the vise, and you notice I have the eye pointed down. That's so I can go around the bend of the hook and still have access to it. For my thread, I'll be using Ultra 70 denier. And I will start at about an eye length behind the eye of the hook. And about 5 wraps just to hold it. The rib, I'll use Ultra wire in silver. I've already pulled off a piece. And I'll tie it in with a soft wrap on the far side of the hook and continue with touching turns as I go around the bend of the hook. And just go down a little bit on the far side or around the bend somewhat. And I'll use touching turns coming back. And just a little bit in front of the point of the hook. We'll start to rib the fly. And you can make 4 or 5 wraps. I'll end with it on top of the hook. We'll tie it off. 3 wraps and 1 wrap in front. That keeps the wire in place for me to helicopter and remove the excess wire. Now I like to reposition the hook so I have a better view, and also the rest of the materials won't fall off the front of the hook then. I have a piece of Peacock Hurl, and I'll just take my thumb and finger and remove some of the hurl. So I have a nice stem in order to tie down. And we'll make a few wraps. That looks good. Again, I'll tie it off on top of the hook. And then it's just easy to bring my scissors in. For the wing, I'll be using a starling skin. And these are some good looking feathers, and I'll pull off a feather in this area. So here I've started to prep it. I've pulled off the fibers so that I have a nice tie-in point. I'll tie in on the stem, or the rachis as it's known. And this is the toughest part of the fly. You don't want to pull the hackle out, and you don't want to pull too hard so it breaks off. So this is a delicate, just let your hackle pliers hang, don't pull on it. Go right behind the Peacock Hurl, or excuse me, right in front of the Peacock Hurl. There's 2 turns. Pull the fibers back. And we'll tie it off. Trim the excess. And I'll use a 4 or 5 turn whip finish, and so that I don't need to add any more bulk to the front. So we'll just go ahead and finish the fly. And there's the Mighty Midget Emerger. You can fish this by just trailing it in the surface film behind a dry fly. It'd be kind of an emerger pattern. So I'll have the fly pattern sheet, a link to it in the description below on my Riverkeeper Fly website. If you like this, please hit the like button and subscribe to my YouTube channel for more fly time videos. See you soon.